President Trump's whiskey war, a 50% tariff retaliation, and the looming economic storm. The transatlantic trade war has escalated, with President Trump vowing to retaliate against the European Union's EU hefty 50% tariff on American bourbon whiskey. This aggressive move, slated to take effect on April 1st, is a direct response to what the president has termed a nasty attack on a key American industry. The bourbon tariff is, in fact, part of a broader €26 billion counteroffensive by the EU against President Trump's 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, implemented just last Wednesday. This escalating trade conflict paints a stark picture of a global economy teetering on the brink. The implications extend far beyond the world of fine spirits. Trump's tariffs, targeting the EU, Canada, Mexico, and China, have sent shockwaves through global markets. The retaliatory tariffs imposed by these nations in response risk plunging the U.S. economy into a recession, a prospect acknowledged by the president himself, albeit with a somewhat optimistic outlook. He anticipates a period of transition as American businesses ramp up domestic production to replace previously imported goods. This transition, however, is far from seamless and will undoubtedly involve significant economic upheaval. The White House's nonchalant attitude towards the concerns of investors is, to put it mildly, concerning. The initial announcements of the tariffs triggered a significant sell-off in the stock market, wiping out all the gains made since President Trump's election in November. This dramatic market reaction underscores the gravity of the situation and the deep-seated anxieties among investors about the long-term consequences of this trade war. President Trump, however, seems unfazed by the market turmoil. He confidently asserts that his tariffs will ultimately benefit the American economy, specifically highlighting the potential for growth in the domestic wine and champagne industry. This claim, however, is far from universally accepted. Economists and analysts have expressed considerable skepticism, warning that the retaliatory tariffs from other nations could negate any potential gains in specific sectors like wine and champagne. The overall economic impact, they argue, is likely to be profoundly negative, outweighing any localized benefits. The long-term consequences of this escalating trade war remain uncertain, but the short-term effects are already being felt. Businesses are grappling with increased costs, consumers face the prospect of higher prices, and the global economy is shrouded in uncertainty. The president's strategy, a blend of aggressive tariffs and promises of future economic gains, has yet to prove its effectiveness. Whether it will ultimately stimulate the U.S. economy or trigger a widespread recession remains to be seen. The stakes are undeniably high, and the coming months will be crucial in determining the ultimate outcome of this brewing trade conflict. The whiskey war, as it's being dubbed, may well become a symbol of a much larger, more consequential global economic battle. The clash isn't just about bourbon, it's about the future of global trade and the delicate balance of the international economic system. The world watches with bated breath, awaiting the unfolding consequences of President Trump's bold and potentially risky trade strategy. Will it ultimately prove to be a masterstroke or a devastating miscalculation? Only time will tell. Sign up to Business Today for the latest updates and insightful analysis on this developing story.